Good morning, at least for me. Happened to be off work today, which turned out to be really good. I went and got some x-rays on my shoulder, even though it's not bothering me. It's kind of bothering me last week. So wanted me to have some x-rays, see if maybe there's a little arthritis in it from when I had it broken a long time ago or whatever. Stopped on the way back. Got me a shaken iced espresso grande with only 2 pumps of classic. It's very good. One of the best I've had for a while. Yeah, my wife is getting off work early today at noon, and we're getting together with some of her cousins. They live up in Canada, but I guess they're going down to Miami for a cruise, and so they're here in Orlando. They got here last night, so we're gonna hook up with them later. Go to this one nice new sushi place, which I've been wanting to go back to anyways, but we're gonna go there. It's over close to Universal Studios and their hotel where they're at. And there's supposed to be some rain moving through today, but from what the weatherman said this morning, it's going to come through kind of early afternoon. Hopefully after that, clear off. Going to go just, hang out at Universal City Walk for a while, I guess. But just thinking how nice it is, whenever, if you're married to a Filipina living here overseas, it's really nice when they have a chance to get together with some of their relatives, and people that they grew up with over in the Philippines. My wife hasn't seen, these guys in person, I think, for probably like 10 years or so at least. This December will be 7 years that she's been over here, and I guess a few years before that, they moved to Canada. So that's fun. It just got me thinking, though, what a blessing it is. You're a Filipina's family. I use that expression, you're Filipina, but it's really good whenever they can get together with family. She has another cousin that lived there where she was in the Philippines, that's married to someone. They live up around Georgia, in Atlanta. And there were a couple times we were kind of wanting to go up and see their new baby a while back, but wanted to make sure we didn't get it sick. Like the one time I had COVID and stuff. Haven't seen them in person for a while, but it's really nice when you get the chance, to do something like that. So I'm kind of glad I was off work today, and she's able to get off early. We can get together with them and spend a little time while they're here in Orlando. A lot of people, I don't know, they like to whine about, their wife's family and stuff like that. There goes a nice noisy truck. Every time I sit down here, some noisy truck decides to roll through. But you really should appreciate, your wife's family. I know some people have different problems, whatever. And that's great if they can make videos about their own family's problems. For me, I've been lucky. Every family has their little squabbles that go on between different members and everything like that. That's life, no matter where you are, not just in the Philippines. But personally, I think it's kind of nice the way the Filipino families, you've got a lot of people around, and that that they can support each other, and help each other out. And anytime you've got a lot of family members in close proximity, you're going to have issues sometimes, whatever, that's just human nature. But for the most part, it's really nice, I think. That's one of the things I enjoy. It's going to be nice, when we end up moving over there to the Philippines, that, you have all those people around. It's, it would be kind of strange, if we just went back to the Philippines and we're living there with none of her family around. It's much better when you've got that family life and the social circle, all the activities and stuff going on. It keeps you engaged. It's there's like a scripture in the Bible, I forget exactly where now, that the one who is isolating himself will seek his own selfish longing. And that's a big problem that we have, especially here in America and the Western world, that we all isolate ourselves. We're all doing our own thing. It's like with my family, I don't live around, my family, and I don't even talk to them as much, on the phone and stuff as I should, which makes me feel like a really bad brother and stuff sometimes. But everybody's off, living their own lives, and that's just the way it is. It's kind of nice, obviously you need some privacy in your life, and you don't just want to share everything you do with your family, but you need to have some kind of a balance. So it's really nice. I was watching, I re-uploaded a video I did a long time ago, like probably 8.5 years ago, on getting a marriage license in the Philippines, and it was kind of interesting to me watching that, looking back on that. Aside from the fact that I was skinnier, which reminded me how I need to get my butt in gear and start trying to lose some more weight, get back down to where I should be. But just seeing myself back then, right after all this stuff had happened and we'd gotten married, and the early days of our relationship, and it reminded me how lucky I am. I'm just like, I don't know, I feel so lucky I found the person I did. And just, the relationship that we have, and, how close we are, and, it's just, I can't imagine, now what it would be like to, to not have that. And actually, she's going back to the Philippines to hang out with her family over there, for her mom's birthday and everything in November. She's going to be gone for over 30 days, so it's just going to be me and the cats then. It's going to be interesting, because since she got here back in 2015, 2017, we got married in 2015. She's been here since 2017. The only time we've really been apart at all is one time she went on a little road trip with one of our friends, which turned out to be, I don't know, I'm glad she got to do it, but found out later, just how sketchy this one girl kind of was. Some of her behavior and everything, which we didn't realize what she was like at the time, And so that's one thing you find over here too, with when you're Filipinas living here in the United States. And I used to try and tell her, when she first got here, I always encouraged her, to meet other people from the Philippines and have friends and stuff, because I didn't want her just, sitting around her and me, which apparently she's pretty happy with for the most part, so I'm glad about that, But it wasn't really what this video started out to be about, but you have to watch it sometimes. Some of the people that your wife gets to meet, I'm lucky because my wife doesn't really like getting involved in all the crazy bad behavior that some of these people get into. But I know some people, some of these girls, they get together, run all over the country. Of course they all share a hotel room and stuff, so they can, like, each one's only paying a tiny bit, and they're all crammed into like one hotel room and stuff. And or they'll all cram into a car and drive, if they're not flying somewhere. But I don't know, that's one of the things I've noticed about a lot of these women, I guess you can call them, even though they act like girls sometimes. Over here, they go out traveling around. It's not really the way I like to travel, because they just go and try and hit as many places as they can, as quick as they can, hop out, take some selfies and photos, say, look, we crossed this place off our list, and then jump back in the car and drive off somewhere else. And they get involved in some crazy stuff, though, sometimes. Some of these people that your wife, can meet over here, and some of them are not such wonderful characters. You see some of the stuff they get involved with. I won't go into details too much, I mean, you can use your imagination when some of these girls are running around all over the country, and even, people that are married, everywhere they go, hitting on other guys or flirting with other guys to get them to buy him drinks and going to parties with people and stuff where they shouldn't be. And that's what happened to my wife the one time. Kind of got dragged to one of these things that she didn't realize was going on, and wasn't very happy about it, So it's nice whenever people like their family show up, that they know, and that they have the chance to be able to spend some time with people that they actually know and trust, and they already have spent their life with them back in the Philippines, knowing what kind of people they are. And it's really nice that they have a chance to do that and have that taste of home, and the family. Because that's one thing, you bring your wife over here to America, it's one thing that they definitely miss, those family connections. My wife especially, Christmas time, I think, is really hard for her. She'll be back over there during the Burr months, be able to check out our new house and help her family get it all decorated for Christmas and everything. That's the other thing that's going to be nice. At least one of us will be there to finally see our house in person. Hopefully get some really good updates and video, and she can decide. We need to get some painting and stuff done, but she didn't really want to get that done until she was actually there in person to go and pick out the paint, what she wanted. So there's no kind of confusion trying to do that from the other side of the planet and look at things online, be able to go there in person and get that taken care of. But yeah, especially around Christmas time, there were so many things that she always did with her family, and they always went to these different places. And over here, even it's just not the kind of thing it is over in the Philippines, the Christmas season. So it'll be nice for her to be over there, be able to spend some time with her family and back in that kind of atmosphere. And for me personally, I am not a big Christmas person. I love the season, and I love all the decorations, and I think it's a great fun time of year. But I wasn't raised as a person who celebrated Christmas, so for me it was a different thing, whereas with her it was just a huge event. But I have to say, even I look forward to that season every year. It's a fun time. I'm not one of those people who is super wrapped up in religion, in terms of holding anything against somebody else for this religion or that religion. I think we can all celebrate the winter solstice, which is what it's all about, really. Different people have layered different stuff on through the years, but especially when I lived up north, it's kind of nice, in the winter time. And actually, I just miss that anyways, being down here. It's football season now. I'd like to see some cold weather and falling leaves, Nice cold rainy day with leaves falling, and nice hot food with snow coming down maybe outside, But I'm not going to see that for a while. Maybe never again if I end up moving to the Philippines. But anyway, just my random thoughts for this morning. Go back home and chill, kill some time, waiting until it's time to pick up my wife. Really just enjoying this weather today. We're gonna get some rain, but man, it's in the low 80s right now. Not too humid. Usually this time of day already sitting out here it'd be so hot, but I like it. Hopefully get a little video today, hanging out with our family, and go to the sushi place and city walk. Anyways, I'm just going to enjoy the morning.